Before I begin the video, I will remind you to please click like if you like my content and subscribe to our channel, tell a friend, and more importantly, go to our website and send us your email address to become a VIP that we can send you announcements and VIP benefits that we'll think of as we go along. So thank you very much, and let's go on. Hi, I'm miltonchang of Bonsaiheirloom. I'd like to give you a little bit more detailed update on this Kingsville boxwood that I got at an auction actually 6 weeks ago. And I want to show you what happened in 4 weeks. And then I want to tell you what I'll do in terms of do a little bit more prep before I put it in a bonsai pot to make it into a nice Shohin bonsai. I really love this tree because it started with a big canopy and then it reduces to something like really reminiscent of a magnificent oak tree, a heritage oak tree in the middle of the town. And so today I would like to put it in a bonsai pot to make it even more decent. What I did since last time is that I put it into my good bonsai soil, and you can see lots of roots has grown already coming out. You see the new lighter color roots, and a lot of weeds as well. And so what I would do today is to clean off a little bit and put it into a bonsai pot into a finished Shohin bonsai because I think this tree is really quite show ready with a little bit of additional prep. And so you can see the tree grown tremendously. You can see all of these redundant growths that come out that's going to distract the growth. It will make it too dense, and the branches should not be going down below in a sense of a leaf should be pointing up. So there's quite a bit of a prep work to be done before I put it into a bonsai pot. Since I can hold it up easier, I do it now. You can see you had to thin off tremendously because after I did the major clipping, they are popping out everywhere to make it less desirable in the sense of apparent in terms of the looks. So I do a little bit of shaping and pulling off the dense growth because otherwise it would block the view later on to hide the trunk, beautiful trunk distribution. And so I'm going all around to peel off these little growths, and I have to keep doing that for many more months to come until the outer ones grow out. One thing I also learned is that boxwood will shoot out even though from a bare trunk because they're hidden buds that will emerge as the energy pushing for growth. And so you can cut, shape the boxwood quite vigorously when you are shaping it. And then you have to very aggressively remove all the excess bud that came out that will make it far too dense later on. And don't worry about it, it will come out to give you plenty opportunity for reshaping. Okay, not perfect, but again, all of this is a work in progress. So now let's talk about the repotting. This is good bonsai soil, so I can use that. So what we do at Bonsaiheirloom is we innovated this by adding a root pruning screen. It's nothing more than a mosquito screen. And you can see the holes are very little. So when the root's starting to grow beyond that into the hole, it gets clipped. And so it becomes fiber roots within the confine of the pot. And you want to decide on which is the front. And I think This is not as desirable a front as this one because it's got a lower branch out front. And then so what you do is that you put it approximately offside to, let's say, one side, about typically 1/3, 2/3 for asymmetry. And also you want to put a little bit more behind towards the back so that you give it more free throw in the front like a lawn. So with that in mind, then I have very little alternative, but cut off some of the back. And then what we do is actually leave it to grow in the pots for several months before we sell the tree, so that the fibrous roots are established. Because the fibrous roots is what feed the tree and keep it from drying out. You can see there's ample fibrous roots to keep the tree alive. And then I put it in, like I said, 1/3, 2/3, and give it more of an angle in sense of tree dimensionality. Now with that then, now it's in the pot. What I would take is some of this good pescadero soil and put it in the bottom so that the bottom will have some soil to anchor into to feed the tree. And then I make it upright. That means I have to now conform to my design idea. Just imagine this little dwarf boxwood is probably between 25 to 50 years old. That little tree, you know, how much money is that tree worth? To me, it's incredibly valuable. I can, at my age, I cannot hope to grow one from a little cutting anymore, but somebody did it for me, and how grateful should I be, right? That I get to enjoy this tree and call it all my own. In fact, I did not start, but modify it to my heart's desire. And it's the one thing that's quite amazing is that I think calculus will probably tell me wrong, that a rectangular pot seems to be able to hold a lot more soil than a round pot. Look at how much soil I'm able to put into the little pot. And then what you will notice that what I done in potting this is that I make sure there's no hole in the bottom below the bonsai. And then I press down really hard to make sure there's no air gap so that the soil is closely in touch with the roots. And am I squeezing out the pores for air? No, because the air will evaporate, and then in a sense, the water will evaporate, and the air will go in to, look at this, and this is the front. This is my Shohin. Look at that. I love it. And I'm going to put some moss powder on it so it will have a green lawn in a few months. So in short, what I've done is that I took an old bonsai with a design that's not quite my liking because it was like a hat full of, growth that I cannot see the structure of the tree. And what I did is I thinned it out so that I can, in fact, see all the branching and to make it reminiscent of a heritage oak tree. And then I thin it out, reposition it, turn this at an angle so that's a little bit more three-dimensionality, and put it in this pot. Now I have a nice Shohin. So I'll give you an update on this tree every 3 to 6 months. I think in time it will be a magnificent tree. I hope you will help me, join me on this journey of enjoying this tree. Well, thank you very much for watching today's video. Subscribe to our channel and tell a friend. And most importantly, go to our website and sign up to become our VIP so that we can send you announcements of special considerations. Thank you very much. See you next week.